Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Open man is Uzama. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
On first down, Whitfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jermaine Johnson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, Whitfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
19 Tiger.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Baron Browning, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to recover. record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On the jump.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
19 right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
18
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
43!
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Jalen Waddle
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 74 yards.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Broncos 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
A pass there complete to Sutton. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, He held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Jones coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Leo Chanel, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And some space here. And all the way down to the 9. 75 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go at each other in practice, obviously with training camp, during the season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.